I think adapting to solar's been pretty easy for us. I thought about it beforehand and figured out our needs.
So this is where we keep our solar kit.
We have adjusted our lifestyle a little bit to suit the kit.
So what's life like living off-grid here with this batch kit as opposed to when you had power in a suburban house?
When you start being on solar power, you're really stressed about your battery's health. And then as you go, you realize that it's actually not such a huge problem, and you can work around it. Looking at the voltage on your inverter and so on, at first is very freaking you out, you know, because you see it drop and you're like, oh, but it's while you're using appliances. So I guess it's about looking at it in a more average kind of way, you know, like looking at how much power you've been using for that day of summer or of winter, and trying to get a feel of how much you're putting onto your batteries, really.
We didn't just take our household and be like, oh, let's just run everything on solar. It's like, let's change our household and then get the solar system to suit. The kits are great. I mean, I'm always looking at them and seeing how much is being drawn out of them and how much sun we've got, and when we get to the point where the batteries are charged and I can just start loading it up with other stuff, so we're utilising them fully. But now generally we only look at it when the clouds come over and we've got the car on charge, and just making sure we try not to draw down on those batteries to give them the best life cycle.
You've got to be so much more mindful of what you do and what you use. I find that when we were on the grid in the suburban house, we took a lot for granted.
We do have a washing machine in here. Cold wash, no worries. But as soon as you want to heat the water, particularly in the cooler months where the water in the tank's colder, as soon as you start heating 30 or 40 degree wash, it kicks in 2+ kilowatts. The rules are we need to have a solar gain in the 70+ volts and battery over 80%. Certainly shutting things down towards the end of the day, don't just leave lights on willy-nilly, that sort of thing. It's quite nice being able to go, no, I'm going to shut the big screen off, I don't need that on. But that makes sure we've got plenty of power for the next morning.
And how do you find the fan on the inverter? Any issues there?
This was something I was a little bit concerned about before putting it in. I filled this wall with as much sheep's insulation wool as I could possibly cram into it to try and cut down on the noise. At the moment it's not a problem, but that's because we're not really drawing much power. Once we've got a few more things plugged in, I think we'll hear that fan noise more. My guess is this is going to be a temporary solution and we'll end up moving this out into another structure.
So it's been pretty wet when we turned up, and it's a grey day today. How do you find the solar?
Yeah, it's part of the mindset change where, you know, if it's a cloudy day, you can't run the vacuum cleaner or power tools or whatever. In the summer, it's like free for all. You've got power to burn, so.
Yes, yeah, more power than you need, right? Yeah. And what do you do for heating and cooking?
We definitely don't have the power budget for electric heaters and electric cooking, so that's all gas, and the hot water is gas as well. And then the heating is, we've got a fireplace in the yurt, which keeps it nice and toasty.
I think the unexpected benefit is it has enabled us to look at our energy use and consumption and our expectations around that, and be able to really ask ourselves, do I need this? And it's given us real life examples so that we can expand that into other areas of our life, questioning that, do I really need this? Do I need this right now?
My brother's found that he's had to change his laptop usage since moving onto the land. He was very much into using a lot of power into the night, a bit of a night owl, but that was draining our batteries too much during winter, so he's had to change his lifestyle a bit to working more while it's sunny.
And that's the thing, is that the whole way that we're sort of getting ourselves set up here is so that when we're using the most solar is going to be when we're producing the most power out of it. And I think that's really been a big learning curve for us.
I think you adjust your lifestyle to solar, so when the sun goes down, so do you.